What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? This is gonna be your excuse me, RuPaul's Drag Race season 11, episode 8, Snatch Game. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I hope you like this video, and all my social media is in the description. So you want to follow me and all that good stuff? It's right there. So I'm a little late with this, so I know you guys are probably, you've seen it, whatever. The episode started off, we always start off with the queen that got eliminated. And Vangie and Evie ended up getting into it. And they ended up getting into it. Basically, Evie, I've said this before and I'll continue to say it. Evie, it's one thing to give an opinion. It's another thing to be harsh with your words and give an opinion that wasn't asked of. And Evie does that a lot. Now, it's one thing when you give me an opinion. And, earlier on in the episode last week, Vangie had asked for her opinion. But then Vangie was like, you go hot to cold. Like, I think we cool. And 1 minute we cool and we laughing and joking. And the next minute you just, like, really ripping me apart and reading me for filth. And, like, I just don't know I don't know who to deal with. I don't know what person I'm working with. And her and Evie ended up getting into it. It was really bad. And then, Silky is in her feelings because Evie said she didn't have no talent. And Silky was like, I feel like Silky is one of those people that's like, you can say a whole lot of things about me. You can call me fat. You can call me loud. You can call me obnoxious. But when you say I don't have no talent, you didn't cross the line. And I feel like that's sort of where Silky is, because like when they went into the workroom, Silky wasn't saying nothing in the workroom. It was so quiet because, she wasn't doing her normal Silky stuff. She was just like, I don't have nothing to say. Like, I'm really right here. I don't have nothing to say. So the mini challenge was Ru has a new book coming out. So, of course, she is advertising for her book Guru, and the ladies had to do a self-help book. They had to kind of come up with their own thing. I thought Vangie's thing was cute. It was walking backwards into fame, which that's her thing. Silky's was cute. She kind of did a whole parody of being a big girl and that kind of thing. A few others were pretty cute, but Silky won the mini challenge. So, of course, again, she is determined to prove Evie wrong. So that was like, yeah, I won the mini challenge. Excuse me. Morgan McMichaels came through, and it was a really weird, awkward appearance because it was like she was there because they were advertising Postmates. And it was, I don't know, it was weird. It was just, I guess they just wanted to bring queens in and just let them have cameos because that was just a really weird cameo, but okay. So here we go to Snatch Game. Now let me tell y'all something. Everybody has said this is probably the worst Snatch Game. I must concur. This Snatch Game didn't really do nothing for me. Like, I really was not impressed with the Snatch Game. And a couple of people did great. A couple of people did not so great. A couple of people offended me. So let me go down my list. Vangie was the Catch Me Outside girl, which really plays to Vangie's personality. I think her problem was a couple of things. One, when Rude went through the workroom, Rude kind of tried to get her to do LaToya Jackson. She said, that's who you did in your audition reel, and that's who I want you to do her. And she was like, well, I'm a little nervous about offending her. And, LaToya, she was like, I know she's a friend to the show. And Rude was like, well, if it's done in taste, like, it's not going to be offensive. Like, you can make fun of somebody and still not offend them. But for whatever reason, Vangie decided not to. Now, my thing is, when Rue kind of gives you advice, you might want to take it. She's trying to tell you that she wanted to see you do LaToya Jackson, but she didn't. Brooklyn is worried because Brooklyn is in her head, and she's like, this isn't my thing. And, she's in her head worried about whether she's going to do a good job or not. Brooklyn seems to be one of those people. And she said it. She was like, if I'm not going to be good at it, then I don't want to try it. She's just one of those people. Silky was doing T.S. Madison, which I was really looking forward to seeing. We'll get that. I'm gonna get to the critiques in a minute. Akira Davenport did Tiffany Haddish. Nina did Harvey Weinstein and Joanne Worley. Evie Oddly did Whoopi Goldberg. Brooklyn ended up deciding to do Celine Dion. Now, you thought that would be a safe choice because she's Canadian. At least I thought it was a safe choice because, you Canadian. I figured you'd know what the hell you was talking about. But didn't really turn out that way. Now, here we go down the list. I think that, oh, and Sugar did Charo. Everybody keeps missing Sugar. Sugar did Charo. I think Sugar did a great job as Charo. Nina West, I think, did a great job as, I think she did a great job. She did Harvey Weinstein, and then halfway through, she sort of switched it up. I think she did a good job doing both, personally. Silky doing T.S. Madison. I think she did okay. I think she missed some opportunities. There were some things that she tried to land the joke. She didn't quite land the joke, but she did bring you some T.S. Madison isms. And if you don't know who T.S. Madison is, it was still funny. Like, the biggest thing is when you don't know who these people are, still being funny, so that you can laugh at the jokes even if you don't necessarily know who they are. And they brought in Jinx Monsoon to the workroom, who, she did a really good job, but she did her Snatch Games. And again, she's giving people some suggestions, and some took them, some didn't, but hey. And the whole thing was Snatch Game at sea. And honestly, other than RuPaul wearing a captain's hat, I didn't really see the whole at sea theme, but okay. I guess they're just trying to do something different. So those were your tops. Here's my bottoms. Brooklyn was absolutely horrendous. I don't know what she was doing. I don't know what she was thinking. Oh, and Plastique did Lovely Mimi, the nail tech from Love and Hip Hop, one season of Love and Hip Hop. Now, here's the thing. They tried to say, isn't this the same character you've already played like 2 other times where you're doing the stereotypical Asian nail tech with the stereotypical Asian accent? No, it's not. It's going to be different. No, it was the exact same thing. You've played that character 3 times. Just like you wear that corset every damn week. But okay. They letting you get away with it, so whatever. Brooklyn was horrible with her Celine Dion. I don't know what the hell she was thinking. I don't know what happened. But to me, the worst was Whoopi Goldberg, was Evie as Whoopi Goldberg. Because not only was she not funny and she didn't do a good job playing Whoopi Goldberg, she was offensive. Now, if y'all know me, if y'all listen to the podcast, and y'all know how much I love me some Whoopi. But I can laugh at Whoopi. You know what I'm saying? There are things about Whoopi that I can laugh at. But I think that Evie's portrayal of Whoopi was almost a roast. You know what I mean? She was just like real. Like, she was focusing on like acting like Whoopi was this washed up as actress and didn't have anything going for her, and like didn't have a job and couldn't work. And Rue even said, well, she's on the View every day, and Evie was just kind of like, oh well, yeah. Like, there was some jokes in there that she could have made. I even thought of a few jokes, and I ain't nobody's damn comedian, but I thought it was just absolutely horrible. Vangie, I thought was okay. Like, in the beginning, she started off slow, but I think she kind of came into it and did okay, honestly. It really ain't a whole lot with the Catch Me Outside girl. The only thing she kind of dropped the plate, or dropped the ball, I said drop the plate. Dropped the ball when Rue kind of threw her a little alley-oop with asking her if, about her mixtape, and Vangie ain't really had nothing. I was like, come on, Vangie, you could have gave us a freestyle. You could have stole somebody else's song or something. Like, you could have done something with that. But okay. So that was the Snatch Game, and like I said, it really wasn't that great. Even the people who were good were okay good. If you want to compare it to like maybe past Snatch Games, but it was pretty clear who was going to be at the bottom and who was going to be at the top. I mean, it was really not a whole lot of blurred lines. The runway was glitter, so what I can appreciate though about Miss Brooklyn, see, this is why you got to watch out for bitches like Brooklyn. Brooklyn said, I know I'm in the bottom. Y'all, my neighbors are having a cookout. Y'all can hear that music. He does it all summer, and I ain't usually mad because the music don't bother me, but I don't know if y'all can hear it or not. But honey, when she turned her runway, because she was like, I know I'm going to be in the bottom. I know I'm going to be in the bottom. Honey, she turned that damn runway. It was sickening. Sickening. I mean, everybody was gagged. I mean, they were just like, oh my gosh. And she came out and she did a reveal and a twist and fell down, honey. Now, let's talk a little bit about the workroom. I ain't going to do a whole lot when they getting ready for the runway. Evie tried to apologize to Silky. And Evie's thing was, look, I ain't really going to apologize for what I said, because I meant what I said. However, I was wrong for saying that you were talentless. You proved me wrong today. You turned that Snatch Game. You did a really good job. Silky was not here for it. Silky was like, whatever. Now, one thing I can say about Evie stands on her shit. Because Evie didn't come back and apologize and say, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean what I said. She said, no, I meant what I said. You just proved me wrong. And for that, I apologize. I shouldn't have called you talentless. You have talent. But Silky was like, fuck you, bitch. I ain't here for it. Now, Vangie did apologize to Evie. She went to Evie and said, look, I got out, I was wrong for what I said. I let it get to me, and I apologize for that. So they sort of made up. So there was that. Now your runway. Like I said, Brooklyn knew she was in the bottom, so she knew she had to turn that runway, and honey, she did. She came out with like an afro wig, and she had a cover up, and then she did a reveal, like I said, and fell down on the floor, honey. She did that. So I was like, okay, she might have got herself out the bottom with that, because that runway, she did that, Plastique, for once, didn't give us a corset, but the problem was it didn't fit. It kept slipping down. It was showing her nipple, and she wasn't giving us nothing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if she meant for that to happen, but if she meant for that to happen, that's not cute. I don't need to see your nipples. I don't like that. It's other queens have done it, but I don't like it. A Curious dress was cute. It was like a zebra print with a little tail on it. Vangie gave us a bodysuit with a cape. And here's the thing. That's probably all she bought. And so even though she's getting the critiques, what is she going to wear if she doesn't have anything else? My problem, though, is when you were packing for Drag Race, you didn't think you had too many. And I like you, Vangie, but you didn't think it was too many. Like, you didn't look at that and go, maybe I should throw some gowns in here. And the runway was glitter. Like, you don't have a gown with glitter on it? Like, you don't already have something? I don't know. But, of course, Michelle tore her ass up because they told her not to wear them damn bodysuits no more. But what you going? If that's all you got, that's all you got. Nina West came out in a little campy, red, white, and blue piece, but it was glittered. It was cute. Sugar had this beautiful gown. It was beautiful. Rue loved that gown. Rue was loving it, and it looked nice. Silky gave us a nice gown, some nice, runway, pageant queen. She looked very glamorous. Evie had like this jumpsuit with like chaps in the back with her butt out. Here's the problem. You don't have the butt for it. Like Trinity the Tuck would have torn that shit up. Because, she got that jelly belly. Or jelly butt, I just don't think it did nothing for Evie. For me. It just wasn't my favorite look from Evie. For me. It didn't do nothing for me. So, of course, I told you who the tops and the bottoms. I already knew before they even said it. So, your bottoms are Vangie, Brooklyn, Evie. And your tops were Nina and Silky. Silky won. I personally would have gave it to Nina because I feel like Nina played two characters and I think she did both characters well. However, I wasn't mad that Silky won because I think Silky did a good job as TS. Like I said, there were some things that she missed, but it was I thought overall a good representation of Miss T.S. Madison. And y'all know I love me some Maddie. Your bottoms, like I said, Vangie, Evie, and Brooklyn. Brooklyn and Evie ended up lip syncing for their life. Now, honey, let me say this. They did that. That lip sync was something for the ages. Do you hear me? Now, it ended up turning into a gymnastics competition because they was all over the floor. Both Brooklyn, Brooklyn has that ballet and has that classical training, and Evie has that, she has that acrobatic thing that she can do. And so we was dropping and twisting and turning and splitting, and Brooklyn did this thing where she did an upside down split and she went like from one side to the other, and it was they was all over the place. Now, halfway through that lip sync, I said, okay, this is about to be a double Shantae You Stay, because both of them did that. You know what I'm saying? And if I have to be honest, as much as Evie been getting on my nerves, if I got to be honest, both of them did that shit. If I absolutely positively had to choose, I would have chosen Brooklyn. But I believe that was definitely a case of Shantae, you stay. I think both of them, had a right to stay. Evie did a wig reveal, and it was just all kinds of stuff going on that stage, honey. They was all over the place. But I do think there were a few times where, because Brooklyn never stopped lip syncing. I mean, every time the camera went to her, she was on it. Whereas Evie, I think a few times was focusing on flips and bends and stuff, and might have got a little lost. But that's nitpicking. You understand what I'm saying? That is nitpicking. Overall, they both did that. And Ru said, y'all ladies in the back, y'all take notice. Because we got 2 lip sync assassins on our hands. I said, bitch. But it was a double Shantae, you stay. Now, the funny thing was, you could see Miss Silky Ganache in the back. Mad as hell. Which I could understand. Because she want Evie gone so bad. But this what I don't want you to do, Silky. I don't want you to get so caught up and worried about what Evie's doing that you mess up what you doing. You focus on you, boo. You can't control what's going on with Evie. You can't control how the judges like her or don't like her or like her drag and all of that. No. You can't focus on that. Focus on Silky. That's all you can do. And with that, peace. Y'all let me know what y'all think about it.